Hello guys, this is Shovik here from Mindsetter.live. I really welcome you guys into my show. This show is regarding thought process clarification, spiritual practices and social media tips. I developed the channel with an intention to help you guys to boost your personal profile or better say business profile through Instagram and YouTube, where you can gain trust of your prospective customers and generate leads. The reason why I will be sharing many spiritual practices over here, so you guys will be having a proper control over your thoughts, and when you have a proper control over your thoughts, as you know, your thoughts becomes your reality. And the third reason I will be sharing thought process analyzation process, because we need to understand how thoughts are being changing our life, to understand which thought we think is beneficial for us but actually it's not. So without wasting any time, let's get back into the topic. We live in a kind of era where the total world is controlled by Western culture, and I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but Western culture truly believes on the things which are visible, which are physical. Western culture is completely rational. But if we take two to three steps back and if we see the other cultures like indigenous culture, they believe in mind and soul, except the practical reality of this culture. Let me give you an example. Think about the person you love, or think about if you have any kids, or think about your favorite pet or your pet. How it feels when you hold them, when you cuddle with them, when you kiss them. Just close your eyes for some time and think how it feels. It feels good, right? And what happens when we close our eyes and we visualize that we are cuddling with them, we are kissing them? It feels so real. Even though they are not here, but still we feel their presence. Correct? So, according to this theory, we all human live in a dualistic life. The one life which we live in this practical form, and the other life where we can see, think, taste, smell things in our imagination, in our memory, even though they don't exist. So, the second type of world where we see things inside our head or inside our imagination is the world of consciousness. The modern world is completely based on science. We don't believe on the things which we cannot explain through science. Correct, right? But in the pre-rational time, there was some concepts and rituals which we generally consider as woo-woo. But of course, some of the stuffs were wrong there and some of the stuffs were good there too. As an example, it is being said that we are all born sinner, and with time the purification happens, we suffer, and when we leave the earth, this physical world, we become better or more purified. The second kind of concept which is being seen in many cultures is called sacrifices of animal to get the grace, or better say, to get the help of God. Do you think this is true? This is absolutely bullshit. There is a new kind of change is being introduced into the thought level, and the new change or the way of thinking is called trans-rational thinking. But what is exactly trans-rational? We will see that in our modern age there is a trend, or better say, people are interested in meditation. People are interested in spiritual stuff, astral projection, lucid dreaming. If you don't believe in what I say, you can see the big companies, especially the Fortune 500 companies or the market leading companies in India, they conduct meditation and spiritual classes. Do you know why? Because through these practices, it not only improves the mental state of the employees who are usually under stress, but at the same time it makes them productive. After all, a work done with a happy heart is the ultimate pleasure, and if you're doing something with happiness and if you're enjoying, the level of stress will be really less. There are 5 kinds of thinking state which we human have, or better say there are 5 kinds of thoughts human mind possess, and they have separate kind of frequency. The first kind of thinking frequency is called gamma. Gamma is called super consciousness. What happens in gamma, my friends? Gamma is when we are working on something, we are studying something, we are working on office, we are working out, we are riding our bicycle or car or anything. Our whole consciousness is being focused for a single thing. Our all consciousness is being focused in a single point. That is the point of super consciousness. The second kind of thinking state which I want to explain is called beta. Okay? Beta is nothing, just in the state of awakening. When we are awake, we are mostly into beta. Okay? The next level of beta is called alpha. Now the thing is like, guys, I want you to explain. Alpha is where the things become really interesting. Generally, it is being seen that 10% of the people or the population have the access or can have always easy access for the alpha. Alpha is the state of meditation. When we are meditating, we are into alpha. What happens when we are into the alpha stage? You will be surprised to know that our body starts to heal itself. Creative ideas starts to come in our mind. Alpha is the stage of stress-free. There is no anxiety in alpha. You will see that many famous celebrities like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Steve Jobs, they end their day with meditation, and they start their day also with meditation. Let's have a look to the famous entrepreneur Tom Billionaire, who is famous for his sports nutrition company. What he does? He says there he follows a process called thinkitation. What he does in thinkitation? In thinkitation, he sits into meditation and he thinks. And whatever the ideas comes in his mind, he take a note of that and he use them. The next state of alpha is called theta. Okay? In theta, you get ideas from the space. As you know about Thomas Edison, he was very famous for his over 2,300 patents, and he was more famous for his power naps or short naps. What happens, guys, in theta? Let's take Thomas Edison's example only. Thomas Edison, in between of work, he used to fall asleep holding a metal ball in his hands. And when he used to get into the stage of sleep, okay, when he used to enter into the sleep, the metal ball used to drop from his hand and it used to fall onto a metal plate, okay, and it used to make a huge sound, and then suddenly he used to wake up from his sleep, and whatever the ideas was there in his mind, he used to research on that. Theta is the stage from where we get new creative ideas, we get great ideas from the space. If we have a careful look at Tesla's quote where he has explained, I can show it to you. Tesla said the mind is sharper, keener in seclusion and uninterrupted solitude. Originally thrives in seclusion free of outside influences beaten upon us to cripple into the creative mind. Be alone. That is the secret of invention. Be alone. That is where ideas are born. Now you people must be thinking what he wanted to mean by saying be alone. Being alone doesn't mean that we have to be alone without our loved ones, our family, our kids, our pets. No. It is not going to work in that way. Being alone means staying alone. He is saying here to get into the stage of stillness, of calmness. When we get into meditation, our minds are generally thoughts free, emotions free. Any kind of emotion, good and bad, doesn't matter. Judgment free, and questions are stopped, because that is the time when you are most connected with the universe, and it becomes so easier for us to download the ideas from there. Tesla also said, my brain is only a receiver in the universe. There is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secret of the core, but I know that it exists. Well, now the most important part of today's discussion is the stage of delta. What happened, guys, when we get into the delta? It is being considered that very few people in the whole world, around 4 to 5 people, have access to the delta state. Delta is a state where billionaires are born. People are being considered lucky who has access for the delta, and they are extremely creative individual. Extremely. You know why? Because their thoughts become reality. They can change the destiny. It is being said that in the delta training, it's a special kind of training which happens, okay, where you can train your brain to create ripples into time and space, and which ultimately influence our reality. So with this, I will be finishing today's topic, and if you really like my video, please put a like. Comment on the section what kind of videos you are expecting more from me, and please share this video with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel and switch on the bell notification, so each and every time when I will be sharing some new kind of information or some new kind of interesting marketing tips or thought process analyzation or even spiritual practices which will benefit you enormously, you will be the one who will be getting the notification first. Stay tuned, guys, and I really hope to hear from you really soon. Please don't forget to comment into the section and let me know what kind of videos you're expecting from me, or what kind of videos will be very beneficial for you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.